Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Mystic Matt will be with you in just a second. He is conjuring spirits or something. I don't know what he's doing back there. But I thought while we're waiting for him, we'll have a quick look at how Week 2 of our Premier League Super Brew Predictors League has got on. Now, if you do want to join us, it's not too late. There is a link down in the description. Just go and sign up, and I think I need to approve you to get in, but I'll do that. Don't worry about that. Not a problem there. And as you can see, there's still a good chance you'll catch me because Week 2 went about as well for me as Week 1 did. I've had a word to Mystic Matt because honestly, his predictions were absolutely shocking. But I tell you what wasn't shocking is Parramatta Power. Respect. Bay 41 forever, mate. Look at that. 12.5 points last week alone. I think that's double what I have over 2 weeks. So well done to him. The Real Villains had a good week, as did KevBro9. Pompey Canucks had a decent week. All you guys have scored more last week than I have in the 2 weeks. So well done to you all. If we have a look at the overall leaderboard, we can see Parramatta Power. I don't want to say running away with it because it's still very early days, but putting me to shame. Look at that. That's going to take me all season to get to 22.5 points. But KevBro9 is Kevrov there, is it? Sorry, I can't read. Kevrov9 is there in second, and Pompey Canuck just behind him with the Real Villain and Rujasan not far off the podium places either. So that's how the table sits. We're not going to look at the bottom. We might just even cut it off there. But as you can see, if you want to join, you are still more than capable of catching me within a week. You could probably catch and pass me within a week, to be honest. So that's where we're at. Let's see. I think he's ready now. Let's see what Mystic Matt has to say about this week's upcoming fixtures.
Ah, yes, come in, my children. I have been expecting you. Come in and sit down. Now, first of all, I have a bone to pick. Last week, the spirits were clearly angry at you. You are clearly not living wholesome lives, and they have punished me by giving me poor readings for you. So please, my children, encourage to improve your lives, and therefore improve my predictions to help you. Help me help you, is what I'm trying to say here. Now let's have a look at the card readings for this particular upcoming week, starting with Friday night's game, Aston Villa versus Everton FC. And the first card, please, spirits. Yes, I see what's happening here. This is very symbolic. A great tower, a great height, which Aston Villa was built up to this summer. You can see it is already burning down, inhabitants leaping free, and a crown leaping for freedom. The next card, please, spirits. Yes, very, very clear symbolism here. This picture, it shows calmness, it shows power. It shows the crown, once flying for freedom, now protected by a strong sword. Perhaps the sword would symbolize a very sturdy defense. And the final card. Yes, thank you, spirits. I see what you're trying to tell me here. This is clear. 3 swords hang over the tomb of a former inhabitant of the tower, himself buried with a single sword. It is very clear here the swords represent goals. The result will be Aston Villa 1, Everton 3. And the next game is Norwich City versus Chelsea. And the first card. Yes, I see here. I see a single sword in the hands of a lone man. Norwich has but one weapon with which to attack, and I sense this man's name is Timo Pukki. And the next card. Yes, I see. A returning king upon his throne, but you will notice that his hands are full. Won't somebody please help Mr. Lampard? And the final card. Yes, I see here. Very clear. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. A king upon his throne no longer has his hands full and is served by 2 men. In this case, I sense the men represent goals, and the score will be Norwich 0, Chelsea 2. The next game is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Southampton. And the first card, please, spirits. Yes, this is very interesting. It's very interesting that judgment should be sent. This is 2 South Coast teams at opposite ends of the table. Judgment indeed does lay ahead for these 2 clubs. And the next card. Yes, the 8 of swords. I see this. A blind man in red, bound and surrounded by swords. Clearly, surely this man is doomed for slaughter. And the final card. Oh, spirits, this is very powerful. Profound, even, you might say. The 8 swords have been replaced by 8 sticks.
The weapons have been blunted. This is clear. It's very, very obvious what the Spirits are saying. This can only mean one thing. Brighton 0, Southampton 0. The next fixture is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. And the first cards... Yes, I see. 7 cups. Some housing dreaded beasts. Others magnificent wonders. But the question is... which cup will be chosen this weekend? And the next card... I see. A once powerful man still claims power, but with no sword, only a stick and a trusty gecko by his sides. Only wit will win the day, Roy Hodgson. And the final card... Yes, this is clear to me. What the Spirits are trying to say here is, where there were once 7 cups, there are now 9. A sure sign from the Spirits at what is going to happen. Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 0. The next fixture is Sheffield United versus Leicester City. And the first card, please, Spirits. I see here. It's a rainy day. 3 daggers through red hearts. If you're going to Bramall Lane, remember to crack an umbrella. And the next card... Yes, I see. I see here a man with 9 blades, unable to sleep until he claims another. And the final card... Yes, a man, possibly named Jamie Vardy, now celebrates with a rare white fox as he has claimed his new blade. Sheffield United 1, Leicester City 3. The next fixture is Watford versus West Ham United. And the first card... Yes, I see here. I see the man in yellow sleeps under 3 swords. The swords here represent matches. He will awake for the 4th sword. And the next cards... Yes, I see. The assortment of weapons and cunning, they're disorganized. When will you organize yourself, Manuel Pellegrini? You must organize yourself, is what the Spirits are telling you, Manuel. And the final card... Yes, I see here. The lion has been tamed, telling me that the weapons and cunning have indeed been organised for this week. But beware, as Watford will awaken for the 4th fixture. Watford 0, West Ham 1. The next fixture, and this is a big one, Liverpool versus Arsenal. The first card, please, Spirits. Yes, I see. This is very clear. There are a lot of stars on show here, but as you will see, one shall stand out. And the second card... Yes, this is very, very powerful symbolism, Spirits. You will see there is one man in power, with a plan above everybody else, but those looking up at him, do they fully trust him, or do they snicker behind his back? And the final card... Yes, wow, very powerful, very, very powerful symbolism here, Spirits. You will see a man in red. He is angry. He charges south after something that has been taken from him. Perhaps he has lost some points. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. The next fixture is Bournemouth versus Manchester City. And the first card... Yes, I see the man in a sky blue and white shirt and a man in a red shirt celebrating at what is an aesthetically pleasing event. Everybody appears very happy at their beautiful surroundings. And the next card... Oh, Spirits! Spirits, you shock me so. Things have taken a turn. Things are not going to turn out as expected. What? No, Spirits, the next card, please. Oh, this is surely not Spirits. A man in a red cap sits proudly in front of many, many cups on a sky blue bench. This can only be one thing. No, but it can't be true. But it is true, Spirits, isn't it? It's Bournemouth 2, Manchester City 1. The next fixture is Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle United. And the first card, please, Spirits. Interesting here. We see a man with his back turned on trophies. Clearly a Tottenham manager, but he is wearing red. Spirits, are you saying Pochettino is going to Old Trafford after all? And the next card...
Interesting here, interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, it is turning for Newcastle, and there appears to be a snake, which may or may not be Mike Ashley, but it is slithering away. Interesting. And the final card, please, spirits. Yes, I see. You will notice here that the man in white is in full control of the situation here. Tottenham 5, Newcastle 1. And the final fixture is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Burnley. And the first card, interesting. What you will see here is a man that is providing a balancing act between two cups. It would appear European football is taking a toll on Wolves. And the next card, interesting. A wall of cups behind one man. This is Burnley's formation. The Spirits have defied you, Sean Dyche. Your match plan has been leaked. And the final card, yes, you will see here that there are 10 sticks. 10 sticks with which to knock over 9 cups with one single stick to spare. This can only mean one thing: Wolverhampton 1, Burnley 0. You have the predictions. The Spirits have spoken, my children. You must go now and place your selections on the Super Brew website. Be sure to check the comments if you haven't yet signed up. Click the link and you will be able to join. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for all future predictions. Until next week, my children, where I will see you again. Take care. Now get out. Go. The Spirits have had enough.